Welcome to another video about algebra. Today's topic is iteration. Rearrange x squared plus 1x equals to 3x. As you can see, the x term, of this equation is kept, and the x squared term is the one that is being made the subject. So start with x squared plus 1 equals to 3x. So we subtract 1 from both sides. So x1 equals x squared equals to 3x minus 1, and then square root both sides. Nice and easy. Given that x0 is equal to 3, use iteration to find the root equation of x squared plus 1 equals to 3x. Correct to one decimal place. Right, so with iteration, you're going to need to form your formula first. So the iteration formula will be this equation you found. You're going to use this equation to make up your iteration formula. So this will be x n plus 1 equals to 3x0, sorry, not x0, xn minus 1. So this would be your formula using this equation. You're given here that x0 is equal to 3, so we're going to start off with that. So x0 plus 1, we're substituting the n values with 0. So x0 plus 1 equals to 3x0. All the n's are substituted with 0. So then this equation becomes x1, we find the next x term, equals to 3 times 3, since x0 is 3 minus 1. And then we'll get, so x1 is equal to square root of 8. Using this iteration formula. Now, we have a first answer here. We have x1. What we're going to do is we're going to use this new answer and plot it back into the iteration formula. So x1 plus 1, which will end up being x2, is equal to square root 3 times x1. Now n is 1 minus 1. And this is, so x2 is equal to 3 times x1, which is square root 8. Actually, I'm going to put ands instead, and I'll explain it later. So ands, which is square root 8 minus 1. And this will give you an answer. The reason why I put ands is that on your scientific calculator, if you have one, there should be an ands button. Ands button is basically a button for the previous answer. So the last answer that you entered, or that the calculator calculated, basically. After you press an equal sign. So each time you put an ands, it will load up the last answer. So in this case, the last answer is square root 8. Now when we find the next answer, that will load up as the last answer. So technically, so you can actually keep pressing ands, to get the next term. So x3 and then x4 and then x5. So if I plot this in a calculator, I will get 2.735. Now the question is asking you to find it correct to the first decimal place. So essentially what we're trying to find is when first the 10th term will remain constant, and then when the 100th term remains constant, because the first decimal place depends on the 100th term, when you're going to round it. So we're going to need a constant 100th term. Sorry, we're going to need a constant 10th term and a 100th term. And you can find this by continuously repeating the use of this formula. So if I go ahead and find x3, now remember, iteration is a way of finding the roots. So what we're essentially doing is getting closer and closer to the roots. And since we only need to find it to the first decimal place, we just need to find when these two terms are constant, because then because then the terms after, or the place values after, they're not important. Okay, to round to the correct first decimal place. I'll show you. So x3, again, you copy the same thing. Okay, you actually you can just press equal again and you'll get a new answer. So if you press equal again, you will get, or you should get, 2.684. Okay, I'm not including the rest because it's not relevant. And then you repeat to find x4. So square root 3 ands minus 1 again. That should give you 2.655. The 6 is constant now. Now we just need to find, now we just need to make the 100th term, this term, constant. Okay, and you essentially keep repeating this process till you reach that point. So x5 is equal to, again, just press equal sign. And this will give you 2.639. Okay, it's still not constant. The 100th term is still changing, so we have to continue. So x6 is equal to, again, 3 ands minus 1. And that will give you 2.630. And there we go. Constant 100th term. Okay, so we have a constant 10th term and a constant 100th term. Now that you found a constant 10th and a constant 100th, your answer will be 2.63, which you'll round to first decimal place, which is 2.6. Anyways, hope that made sense, and I hope this video was helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.